So where exactly in Marvel's Spider-Man timeline does Miles Morales' Spider-Man game take place, and is there any evidence to support where Peter Parker went? And I'm here to say that there is, and I think we already kind of know how they're going to go about this if you've read the comics, specifically Spider-Geddon. So I'm going to play you guys a clip from the hype-up trailer to Spider-Geddon, which is a comic book event from a couple of years ago. So here it is.
One of the biggest would definitely be bringing video game Spider-Man into the comic, which will take place after the events of the video game. So it is part of the continuity of the character.
So what happens is Spider-Geddon is sort of like Spider-Verse 2.0. They bring in every single Spider-Man pretty much ever into one giant mega event. And Marvel Spider-Man was brought in, and now of course Marvel Spider-Man even has his own comic. But this was a big deal. And as they explain in those comics, Marvel Spider-Man is the same character. He actually ends up getting pulled out of his world when there's some stuff going down because he needs to be a part of Spider-Geddon, and he's over here doing all this stuff while his world at the time doesn't necessarily have that Spider-Man, which just leads me to believe that this is exactly when Miles Morales is going to be having his game take place. Because if Peter is gone, suddenly the world needs a Spider-Man, and he's been training, so it's his time to become the Spider-Man of this world while Peter Parker is gone and make sure everything is okay. Because again, as they confirmed, everything that happens in the Spider-Geddon comic with all the characters ripples throughout the different timelines in the Spider-Verse, so all those characters have a recollection of these events. So when Peter comes back and Miles has ascended to be less than a protege now and more of his own character now because you're playing as him as he grows, obviously this sort of changes the status quo now, and you have two Spider-Men. Now, of course, he did interact with Miles Morales in Spider-Geddon, but of course, different Miles Morales. So maybe they'll carry over some thematic elements, if you will, and maybe Peter can come back and realize, oh wow, maybe I was holding Miles back, and look at what he's become on his own when I was gone. He can become the hero I saw in Spider-Geddon. So I think there's a lot here that they're building up for this, and honestly, this just gets me more excited because I think this is exactly when the story will take place because everything matches up.